and shame the devil. I love being black.
All right, people. I'm here for a little bit. Can't be here all night. I want you to give shout out to your favorite candidate right here on my live
Hey,
tonight.
caller, this is Martin G, aka the Crime
And
Chief,
you're welcome.
live, uncut,
We're gonna put in the
unedited
call-in number.
broadcast. Just before you speak, please turn down all your audio. Please turn them off or down, and do not have us on speakerphone so we won't have an echo. And we'll be with you shortly. Thank you so much.
Live, uncut, unedited. All right, people, come on in. Appreciate y'all. 297-6389. Come on in, call in numbers. All right, got to motivate y'all, get out there and vote. All right. All right. Call in numbers, people. Come out, call in, and shout out your favorite candidate real quick. I don't want to hear no long drawn story. Just call in. If you voting tomorrow, if you voted already, call in and tell me who you're voting for, especially those of you that live in the South Suburban area. Come on in real quick. We want to give a shout out to different candidates that's running tomorrow. You got the trustees. You got some running for village president or village mayor, clerk. So, hey, where they at? Where they at? Real quick, real quick, real quick. Live, uncut, unedited.
You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
What is it?
Live, uncut,
And what?
unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil. I love being black.
Yes, I do. Come on in, people. Come on in. I need you guys to give your favorite candidate a shout out. All right. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I need your favorite candidate. You to call in and shout them out. There's not going to be a panel tonight, no debating tonight. Listen, just come on in and give your candidate and their number or the tickets. All right, call in. I want to see who's going to vote tomorrow. See how it's going to turn out. Now, you got to remember, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. No right to complain. If you don't vote, you have no right to complain. So who are you voting for tomorrow? Or who you have voted for already? Call in. The number's right there on the screen, 872-299-0808, 872-297-6389. The number right there on the screen. All right. Right there on the screen. So I need some callers to call in and let me know who are you voting for or who have you voted for already and your favorite candidate. That's what I want to know. Who is it? You got Linwood. You got Dalton. Man, you got Hazelcrest. All right. Let me see some of y'all people just watching me. It's no debate tonight. Just call in and tell me who is your favorite candidate. No debating tonight. No debating tonight at all. I need you guys to call in. All right. South Suburban area. Call in, call in. Where you at? What's your favorite candidate? If you're endorsing a candidate, please call in and say their name. Shout his name or her name. All right. Shout their name. Some of you guys are Clean House 25. Let me hear it. All right. The call-in number is at the top. All right. All right, I'm here, people. I'm here for your needs.
You already know what it is.
It's a time to push your candidate.
Uncut, unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
And what?
I love being black.
Boy, I tell you, I don't care how bad they make black folks look bad in the media. I love being black. My goodness. I would never, Marvin Sapp said, I never ever would have made it. Would have made it without you. He said, I would have lost it all. All right. Come on in, people. All right. I need some call ins. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Call in. I want to know who's your favorite candidate. See, a lot of us black folks, we complain about we don't get, and we rightfully so, we don't get anything when we vote these candidates in. As I say, we trade black power for black profits. That's it. That's it, people. We don't get nothing. Come on in, people. Tell me who you're voting for. Those of you that's in the South Suburban area, I know I have a lot of people that watching me from Hazel Crest, from Linwood, Dalton. Who are you voting for tomorrow, on tomorrow? Or if you voted, or if you early voted already, let me know who you're voting for. Come on, people, talk to me. I need some callers. Call in, call in. This is the call in, people. Call in, call in, call in. I need some people that gonna vote, that's gonna vote, that's gonna participate, especially black people. And they, you know what I understand? People are always coming down hard on black people for not voting, but white folk, they don't never come down about white. They act like white folks so perfect. I can't stand it. They can't stand it. Some of them don't vote either. They don't vote. Man. All right. Come on in, people. I need some people that's voting in the South Suburban area that voted already. Come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. I need you. Come on in. The number's on the screen. I have two numbers, and they both are working. They're active, and I want to hear from your favorite candidates. All right. Good evening, Nathan. Good evening. I'm here, people. I just want to talk about your favorite candidates, who you're voting for tomorrow. April 1st is the election tomorrow. And we're voting for trustees. We're voting for clerks. We're voting for mayors tomorrow. Who is your favorite candidate? Call in and tell me. There's no debating tonight. I don't care who you say. You give a chance to say your candidate name over the air. Free marketing, free advertising. Leslie, I see you. I see you, Leslie. All right. Come on in, people. 872-297. Come on now. 872-297-6389. Come on, people. All right. The number's right there on the screen. On the screen. Talk to me now. Talk to me, people. Come on in. I just want to hear from you guys. That's what I want to do. We got enough people on here to call in. And you don't want to call in for your favorite candidate. Now, for those of my out-of-town listeners and out-of-town people that come on here faithfully, no disrespect, but we're having an election here on tomorrow. We have a Thornton Township election for the supervisor. We have Linwood. We have Hazel Crest, Glenwood. So we got a lot of elections going on. And I'm only asking those of you who you support, call in and give us the names that you support or the name. And you don't have to say why. And that's all you have to do. I want to hear. I wonder how many of us are going to show up at the polls tomorrow, voting polls tomorrow. I wonder. I wonder. Call in, people. There's no debating, no call. I have nobody in. Just call in. I don't want to see what y'all got to say. If you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, it doesn't make a difference. You won't get clobbered upside the head. Even if you vote for somebody that I don't care for, I'm not going to say anything. All I want you to shout their name. I want to see how many people that's going to vote tomorrow that have voted already. Y'all let me know now, people, what's going on. I got a free show for free advertising, free marketing, and no one wants to call in and say your candidate name. Okay. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. You could type it in or call in. The call line's open. Remember, if you don't if you don't vote, if you don't vote, if you don't vote,
unedited, uncut.
if you don't vote, if you don't vote, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. None. None, people. You have no right to complain. The number is on the screen, 872-299-0808, 872-297-6389. Come on in. Come on in. Yep, come on in. Come on in. I'm waiting on you guys to come in. I got the number on the screen. All right. I got a lot of people on this live right now. Not a whole lot of people, a decent amount, enough people, I'm quite sure. But y'all black folks, y'all not voting tomorrow? What? Y'all not voting? Yeah. Y'all not voting? Y'all are not voting, huh? We're talking about voting. I need some voters that's going to vote tomorrow. Yeah. Definitely need them. Brother Lewis, I see you. I see you. I need some folks to call in. They just looking at me and I'm looking at them. And I'm just giving you opportunity for your candidate. If you believe in the candidate that you're voting for, call in and scream his or her name. We have no panel tonight. You won't get clobbered upside the head. You won't get beat up for saying your candidate. Now, I have no control of what they say in the messenger, but I'm controlling what they say over the live feed. All right. Well, I gave you time. I gave you guys some time to come on in and do it. Yeah. Call in. If you support, can they call in? I don't want to listen. Call in and say your candidate's name, their number, say their whole slate. That's all you have to do. This is free advertisement for your candidate. If you support Tiffany, call in. If you support Napoleon, call in. Just call in. That's all you have to do. That's all I'm asking. You don't really have to be living in the South Suburb. But if you support a candidate, I'm happy to hear from you. That's all I want to hear you, and you can hang up. Say, I support Clean House, Jason House 2025, boom, and hang up. I'm not going to ask you why. I just want to hear from my voters, the voters, if you're going to vote or who you support. That's what I want to know. That's all we're talking about. This is nothing political. We're talking about in the South Suburban area. If you vote, if you're voting, and you vote, who do you support in the South Suburb? We're having a lot of elections for mayor. We're having the mayor of Dalton. We have the mayor of Linwood, Hazelcrest, Glenview. So shout in your favorite candidate. Some of you can't even do it. So I could tell by no one calling. I got a call right now, but I got an out-of-town caller. No one. That's why we have such low voter turnout, because people always complaining and they don't do anything. They point the finger. So remember, If you don't vote, you have no right to complain at all. At all. You have to vote if you want to participate in a lot of things. Serious. Our lawmakers, they make decisions for us, people. Some that we like and some that we don't like. But well, I got a caller, so I'm gonna entertain my caller. Since you guys don't want to, you don't want to call in and support your candidate, nothing I can do. I'm glad I'm not running for office. I'll be in trouble. Come on, caller. Come on, BJ. Come on, bro.
What you got going on tonight, Mark?
Nothing, man. I'm talking to the Southland suburban people that's having an election tomorrow. Tomorrow is the election, and I'm asking them to call in with their favorite candidate. It's not an auction block. We're not having a panel. Just call in and say your person name, who you vote for. I don't care who it is, but no one called in, bro. I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, Chicago, not saying, you're talking about
no, we're talking about the south suburb. Yeah, south suburb, yeah.
The south suburbs, well, not the same thing, but south suburbs of Chicago are essential to what's going on in Chicago because they are an extension to them. But to say, you're from Chicago. Chicago is the machine.
Right.
They've been known as the machine. And what has happened is so much corruption has been going on and so much, all this stuff is going on. It knocked the steam out of people. Who wants to vote for them people? I'll give you a better example. Everybody thought Lori Lightfoot was going to be the one. And I don't live in Chicago, but I see what's going on from Chicago. I see what's going on. Everybody thought that she was going to be the leader, someone that was going to take us to the next part of the land, or somebody who was going to really clean up the city. And she did the reverse. She turned on y'all. So I'm saying that to say that there's a bunch of greed going on in Chicago, friends, and I don't know if there's ever going to be a candidate like what's your man, Harold Washington. Not to say that I don't see anything like that ever happening again in Chicago. So, people just, I don't know what to say, man. I don't see nothing happening good. I don't see anything happening good. Nothing.
Since I got you here, and I know you used to live in Chicago, we are childhood friends. And I'm not really holding no panel tonight, but I'm waiting on somebody to call in and give us. But let me ask you this question. What is one of the reasons why you think Black people, which you said it, really, what's behind it, the reason why we don't vote? What's the real reason? Come on, talk to me in your own words.
I mean, it's one of mistrust. How do you trust somebody that you vote for that don't do a damn thing? You spending all your money in taxes. It's expensive to live in the Chicagoland area. It's expensive. And then when you get the taste knocked out of your mouth like that, who wants to vote?
Now, what do you think about when people make a statement and say they died for us to vote? Did they really die for us to vote? I hear people say that all the time.
Well, it was very evident that Martin Luther King died for us. It was very evident of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was evident that Malcolm X also died for us. A lot of people died so we can have the so-called freedom and the rights to be able to vote and hold our heads up like human beings. But let me ask you this question. Have we really got that far?
Again, let me just say this. As we talked earlier, Black power was traded in for Black profits. That's what it is, for money. Everybody's individualism. And what people don't understand is if we don't operate as a group, we can't win. As long as we separating the woman from the man and the man from the woman, we are powerless. I finally got another call. Look at here. And listen, that's what I'm saying. I understand. I was telling a brother today, I call him my mentor. I said, I got grown children, and to my knowledge, I've never known one of them to vote. I've been voting since I was 18 years old. Now, have I skipped maybe a year or two and vote? I have, and I'm not going to sit up here and lie. But most of my adult life, I did vote. Let me hear what this next caller got to say. Yeah. Let's see. All right, let's see if my caller. Come on, caller. What you got to talk to? A 225. Come on, caller.
Hi, Mr. Morton. How are you?
I am wonderful. How are you?
That's good. I'm doing very well. First of all, I love your show. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you.
I'm a very faithful, tune-in person to listen to you all the time. I am from Louisiana.
Okay.
An adopted family member in Dalton. I have been following Dalton now for about 3 years. And I have been like really tuned into it until my family think I'm still working for law enforcement. I'm a retired police officer, supervisor, detective, and I sit in my house and just yell at the television. But Dalton Clean House 2025 is it. Like every time something went on with them, awesome. I said I put myself in it, and my family's like, you don't live there, you live in Louisiana. But I feel I do. So for those in Dalton, I pray that they're doing the right thing and going for Clean House 2025. Miss Cassandra, whoever she is, wherever she is. I don't know if I can give a down part of the candidates or not. If not, I'm sorry, I apologize. But we see that she is not the person to put in Dalton at all.
Agreed.
She has proven that when she started speaking the first time she opened her mouth.
Agreed.
So Clean House 2025 it is, and Louisiana is supporting you all. And hopefully I would have been there to celebrate with them, to have fun.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. Keep listening. If you come up with something else,
definitely.
If you come up with something else, call back. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus.
Well, I think you asked the question, why don't Black people vote like they used to? I think that they have lost trust in the political system. A lot of people didn't vote in the presidential election, and that's how Trump got in office. I think people are tired of these broken promises and these Black politicians getting in office, not doing what they ran their campaign on, what they were going to do. A couple of the Black bears here, they ran on getting rid of the boot for the traffic, cleaning up the traffic department. Both of them reneged on that deal. Lori Lightfoot and Brandon Johnson. They haven't cleaned up the traffic. They need to completely overhaul that. So I think Black people are tired of broken promises. And did people actually die? Yeah. Those marches was about voters' rights and civil rights. And those white folks weren't playing. They didn't want us to have the right to vote because they knew if we had the right to vote, we had some political power in this country. And now what we're looking at is a reconstruction in the modernized sense.
I have a question for you. And you spoke very eloquently. And I like what you said. I don't disagree with any of that. But the question I want to ask you is, why do they hate us so much now? What did we do? What we did is we just erased the people that just want to live on this earth and live prosperly and just go on about our business.
Listen. Y'all gonna flip the script now. We're trying to stay on script now. We're trying to, I know the question, but we're gonna get to that. We'll get to that. But let's just stay with the election right now. That's what I want to do right now. You know what I'm saying? I want to stay close as possible to the election. That's what I want to do tonight, okay? But I'm coming back on later at around 11 something. So I'll definitely come on around 11 something. And maybe we'll pose that question. And what's that question again, brother? What's that question? Maybe we'll talk about it on my 11 o'clock show. What's the question again? BJ.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing that I've been saying for a long, long time. And it coincides with what we're talking about now. But I get what you want to say. You want to stay with the election and everything. I asked you this question. Why do they hate us so much?
Okay. So
that's the question. Why they hate us so much?
They is referring to who? The Hispanics or the whites or whoever. Who is they?
Anybody that don't look like us.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what I'm. Okay. We want to make that clear. So I'm.
Because down here in Texas, Hispanics look at themselves as white, and on a birth certificate it says white. It don't say Hispanic. It says white.
Right.
And if you could, you could ask any of the lawmakers down here, they are considered white, not Hispanic. So we can say what we want and argue back and forth about the elections and this and that, but it all boils down to the number. How many people that can actually go out there and vote? How many people that actually vote? Well, let's look at the numbers. We talked about this before, though, Martin, and we know because I have a friend that's a principal right there in Chicago, where you're at right now, and he had some kids do some research on this, and he asked the question, how many white Americans documented in America? And they used to have it on the internet, but they changed it now where they have the actual number. Now it's by percentages because most people can't count. So if you can't count, you're going to move away from that and go on and just forget all about it. But people who can count know that there's 264 million white folks, there's 65 million Hispanic, and there's 54 million African Americans documented. We can never, ever beat that number.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, all right. Well, we're going to say that again. We're going again. Let me just stick to the, can't let you, I got to keep the show straight. Now, on the screen here, on the screen right here, we got the voter registration and turnout from 1990 to 2024, the suburban Cook County registration and voter turnout. Now, it shows us how many people, we're talking about the South Suburban now, this is not just a city, that are registered voters, and how many ballots was cast, and what the percentage is right here on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can see it.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, these are numbers right here. If you look at these numbers, these numbers right here seem to be declining. They go up, they go down. One year we had 16% turnout, 2014. 16%.
But you have to dissect those numbers, though.
Hold on,
Martin.
but listen what I'm saying. These numbers have come from the Cook County clerk's office. This is talking about the South Suburban area. That's what it's talking about. This is not talking about Chicago. That's what it's talking about. So this is South Suburban. So that's what we focus on.
You don't think white folks live in South Suburbia?
Yeah. Yes.
Let me ask you this question. No. Do white population outpopulate black population in South Suburbia?
Well, it depends. It depends on certain areas. Certain areas they do. Certain areas like you got.
So when
okay, hold it. Just slow down. Now I'm not trying to get into no debate now. Harvey, Riverdale, Dalton, Lansing, Hazelcrest, a lot of those, maybe Glenwood, are predominantly black. Not all the South Suburban areas. Now you got the Oak Forest, you got the Blue Islands, you got the Crestwood, you got the Tinley Park. You got a lot of yeah. So what I'm saying is, it's not just only black people that's not voting. It's whites too as well. And that's what I'm trying to get to my audience to let them know. So it's always, we always so hard on one another. You got to remember, you still have people that's registered to vote here in Illinois, but live in another state. They haven't been here in the last couple of years, but they still got their numbers up as they're here. A lot of people have left the city of Chicago. They left Chicago. They're not here anymore, people. And we still, are these numbers really accurate?
But Martin, the people left Chicago by design.
We're not going to debate that. What I'm saying, I understand it. What I'm saying, the point is, we're not going to debate that. These people, a lot of people have left Chicago. Where did they go? Why are we still got these same numbers of registered people and they're not here anymore? That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm saying. So we get mad, well, we had a low voters turnout, but maybe we don't have that many people that we think we have. Really, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going according to these numbers. Go ahead.
Another factor, Arden, is young people, both black and white and Hispanic abroad, they're not really interested in the political system. They don't vote. A lot of them don't vote.
And you blame them?
No, I can't blame them. I mean, again,
how do you vote for a bunch of people who are crooks? Been crooks since we were little kids. Since we've been little bitty kids, been crooks since we've been little. The greatest thing that ever happened to the Chicagoland area was Harold Washington.
Yeah.
And you see what happened when he died. When he died, we all grieved while they were back in the background plotting. We crying and grieving and everything. And when we woke up, it was too late. It was too late. It was too late. Now they trying to gentrify everybody out to the suburbs, because I was telling Martin today, from 95th and the Lakefront all the way to Skokie, from Skokie all the way to Ashland, from Ashland all the way back to 95th, is prime property. That area is going, in the next 25 or 30 years, it's going to look like downtown Toronto. You won't be able to live there unless you got money.
All right. All right. But listen, getting back to the voting thing. Let's get back to the voting. These numbers that I have up on the screen. This is real. Now, people, I'm going to, in a minute, I'm going to let a few more people call in. I'm going to cut this short because I got to be somewhere at 9:50. I have to be there at 9:50. It's going to take about 30 minutes, but I will come back by the 11 o'clock so we can talk about what BJ talked about earlier, why they hate us so much. But somebody answered the question, say why we hate each other so much. So that's a good question too. But getting back to these numbers, people. Hold on. No, brother. No, I know. That's beautiful. Yeah. Write it down. Now, listen, I'm asking you guys. We're gonna hold our thoughts. I think I got one caller. I'm gonna take them, then I'm gonna end this because I have to be somewhere at 9:50. So I got to be on time, and I'll come back around 11 o'clock. Then we can get into the black and white and the statistics and all. I want to do that, but I want to keep this. I wanted this panel tonight for those of you that voting in the South Suburban area. I wanted you guys to call in and name your candidate, say their name or say their number or their slate. It doesn't make a difference, whether if I agree with it or not. Just a chance to get some free advertisement, free exposure, or whatever. But let's take this last caller. Hey, 912. Go ahead, 912. Last caller.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
Go ahead.
Hey, check it out. When you were talking about with the voting numbers, you know, you're absolutely right with that. Now, if Illinois did what Georgia is about to do, that would correct all that. See, what's going on in Georgia, they're looking at all the registered voters. Anyone that has not voted in the last 5 years, they're removing them from the voting rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to be a registered voter, they got to re-register. Now, I don't think that they purged the voting rolls in Illinois. I don't know, though. I don't know, but I don't think so. So you got a lot of people that you said they're no longer living there, but they're registered as a voter there.
Mm-hmm.
So they may not be voting where they moved to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And
so you absolutely right on that. And that's what people don't understand when they look at the numbers. If the voters' numbers have not been corrected or the voters' roll has been purged, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For all I know, I could still be a registered voter in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
And I left Chicago in 1986.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's ability. You just don't know. And see, that's what I was telling people. Now, so many thousands of people leave Chicago every year is recorded. Now, who are these people leaving? You know, who are these people leaving? So if Chicago is on a decline, losing people every year, so how is our voter registration numbers are going up? Well, I guess people turn 18 every year, so we'll look at it that way. So here, guys, let me say this to the panel, then I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Most, not all, most young people do not vote. When I'm talking about young, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, just don't vote. Don't vote. We got a candidate right now that's running for mayor in Dalton. Don't have a good voting record, but you running for mayor. That's what type of example is that?
Did Lori Lightfoot have a good running record?
I don't know. I didn't do the research on that, so I cannot say yes and I can't say no. I just been making an honest opinion. But
she was popular. She was popular in the gay community. The gay community and the white community, and some pushed her through.
Well, me and Marcus, we definitely was familiar with Miss Lori Lightfoot because she was over the police board and stuff like that. So we was very familiar with her.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't new to me, maybe to some, but she wasn't new to me.
Right.
So I did know that. And you're right, under the progressive, they pushed you through. All right. But okay, guys.
It sure did.
Yeah, they pushed you through. I'm going to say this. I'm going to end this right here. And I'll promise you guys I'm going to come back tonight so we can finish up. And we can just, matter of fact, I'm going to have open discussion tonight. That way we can have any questions that you want to ask. If we want to talk about Black power, Black prophets, or why they doing this to us, or why we hate each other, we can do that. I'll leave it open. I'm going to leave it open. That's my promise. So I want to talk, but I just really wanted to open up this panel for the people that live in the area of the South Suburban area so they can shout out their best candidate. But a lot of people have said some things in the messenger, and that's cool, but I want you guys to call in. But I appreciate you guys for calling in because I wasn't going to have no panel because there wasn't no need of panel. If you just called in your candidate, it wasn't no need to have a panel. Just call your candidate, say what you had to say, hang up, boom. So thank you guys for tuning in. I need all my people to make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube page. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube page. I guarantee you, you will learn something here. You can get a pen and piece of paper, or you can just keep rewinding and going back. You will definitely learn something. We have some wonderful conversations. We're not talking about DMP, if y'all know what I'm talking about. That's all some folks talk about, DMP, who going with who sleep with who. We don't need none of that. We talking about pure facts and how to elevate our thinking. Not only our thinking as a group, work together as a group. We should be like the beehive. When you attack one bee, the whole hive come out to you. And that's how Black people should be. People, there's no justice but just us. All right, people, you already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the